Hello everyone, my name is Sydney. I'm one of the Outreach Housing Ambassadors here at the U, and I'm going to be taking you throughout my day today, showing you what it looks like to live on campus amidst COVID, as well as having a job on campus. So first, a little bit about me. I'm a first-year student. I'm studying business, maybe marketing, but I also am interested in graphic design. And I also have a job here on campus working as an Outreach Housing Ambassador for Housing and Residential Education. I also, to add on top of everything on my plate, have an internship with the Alumni Association here at the U. All of that keeps me super busy, and it is so nice living on campus with all of those responsibilities. So first things first, I'm going to show you where I live. I live at Lassonde Studios in a pod. So when you first walk in, here is the door. It's a sliding door, which is super nice because of the smaller space. I also have a calendar, here's the wardrobe. And from the wardrobe, which is super big, which is really nice, here is the rest of the room. Big full bed, there's a TV, I have all of my fun things, and a big window, and then some decorations. Because of COVID, some of my jobs allow me to work remotely. This means that I can choose to work from my bed or from one of the many desks in Lassonde Studios. This is super nice, but also if I need to go in person, I am right there. I am only a 10 to 15 minute walk away since I live right in the middle of campus. So what's it like to eat on campus? Well, for me, I have experience in both having a meal plan as well as cooking for myself. I used to live in a double room, which meant that I had to choose a meal plan, which was really nice to be able to, in the middle of studying, go downstairs to Miller Cafe, which is super nice and close, and then pick something from the menu. They had really great grill options, and I definitely miss that, cooking for myself. After I moved to the pod community, I canceled my meal plan so that I could make meals for myself. This way I could buy groceries, see what I wanted to make for each meal, as well as find joy in cooking them for myself and learning how to cook different meals. There is a kitchen in the pod community that all pod residents can use to cook their meals. As for COVID, there are custodians that clean the kitchen and the pod community space multiple times per day, which is really helpful if you have COVID concerns. So this is the community space in the pods areas, and there's the kitchen. There are so many tables that you can sit at. These are really nice to do homework at. And then this is a really big window, which is awesome. It looks over the Student Life Center and the mountains. And then there's a little study space, which is really cool. Now I'm showing you what I use to keep all my food in the kitchen. There's tons of storage space. I keep all my utensils, my groceries, my pots and pans, everything in those drawers and all the cabinets, as well as there's room in the fridge for each resident to have all of their groceries in, and then a nice big space to cook with. As an Outreach Housing Ambassador, some of my tasks include things that are on social media as well as content creation. For today's tasks, I am posting on our social media to answer questions that current and future residents may have about housing. This allows me to work from my phone, which is super convenient, but also, since I live on campus, I'm able to go to the Housing and Residential Education office in case my job asks me to. When you live right on campus, it's really easy to schedule your classes and plan your day according to what needs to get done. For today's schedule, I'll be bringing you along with me to some of the tasks that I have to do today. That includes work, I'll do some homework, cook some of my meals, and more. We're taking a quick break to look at my amazing view of the University of Utah Hospital. Since I have such a busy schedule usually, I find it so easy to organize my schedule in the Outlook calendar. Every student has an Outlook email, which is your U-mail, and I will show you kind of what my Outlook calendar looks like right now. So this is a little bit of what my Outlook calendar looks like. I have all of my meetings as well as different class things that I need to put in there to remember to do, and then work things so that I can remember to do specific meetings or when things are due. One of my favorite things to do as an outreach housing ambassador is to create content for social media for housing's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts. All I have to do is log into my computer and go on our housing software that we use to post tasks for the outreach housing ambassadors and other positions, and then look in the tasks that I have to complete and then just do them. Currently, we are going to distribute water bottles to the people that won them in a promotional task for housing. And so we are just walking to the housing office to get the water bottles. And here I'm showing you the view that overlooks the Student Life Center, Collard Village, and the Marriott Honors Community from the bridge. So we are at the HRE office currently. We picked up the water bottles, and this is the office. We've got some employees, and now we're going to drop off the water bottles. And here is the Officers Club where students can get tested for COVID. So now that all the water bottles are delivered, my shift is over and it's time to make some lunch. So I'll be taking you with me, and you'll see a little bit of the process when I cook my own meals instead of having a meal plan to go get it. So for my lunch today, I'm just going to make some leftovers that I had that was a little bit of stir fry and a little bit of fried rice that I had left over. So I'm just warming that up now, frying it in the pan, and there's a mix of lots of things, and then I just put them in 2 tortillas to make some tacos out of it with some chips and salsa. And now I'm going to pick up my mail. Now we are socially distanced studying, so we've got a group all studying out in the pod community. So this is the end of my video today. Thank you for coming along and watching a day in the life of a student living on campus amongst COVID. And then for more information about living on campus, visit our website at housing.utah.edu and our social media at U of U Housing.